Hi everyone. Have you ever wondered why some people struggle with trusting other people, or why some are naturally independent, or why some teenagers struggle with identity crisis? Have you ever wondered why? So, Erik Erikson, a psychologist, developed a powerful theory explaining how we grow and change throughout our life from infancy to old age. Each stage shapes our personalities, our relationship, and even our future. Today, I will break down Erikson 8 stages of development with real life examples so you can understand yourself and others better. Okay, let's dive in. The first stage I'll be talking about is infancy. That is 0 to 1 year. Erikson described this stage as trust versus mistrust. Imagine a baby crying when their mother leaves the room. If the mother consistently returns to comfort the baby or to comfort them, the baby learns to trust that their needs will be met. But if baby is often left hungry and unattended to, they might grow up struggling to trust others. Have you ever met anyone who finds it difficult to rely on people? Their early experiences could be the reason. The second stage is toddlerhood. That is age 1 to 3 years, which is described as autonomy versus shame and doubt. Now, picture a 2-year-old child saying, I do it, or I can do it, or I will do it. Oh no, this this type of creation, like their stage, they like to do things on their own. They crave independence, whether it's putting on their shoes or feeding themselves or wearing their socks. They like to do all of those things themselves. Grow up and develop self-confidence. They are confident in their ability. But if they are constantly being corrected or criticized, like say, you are doing it wrong, stop it, and not explaining the reason why, and you are constantly doing that, like telling them they're doing it wrong, they might grow up doubting themselves or always seeking validation from other people, even as they grow old. So the third stage is preschool, between the age of 3 to 6. This stage is described as initiative versus guilt. Ever notice how kids love to play pretend? A 5-year-old child might put on cape and say she wants to save the world. At this stage, they explore their creativity and their leadership skills. If adults support their ideas, they develop confidence in taking initiative. But if they are constantly shut down, like stop making mess, like every time, you don't even give them the opportunity to make the mess and play and be creative, and you're constantly limiting them, they may grow up and always being hesitant to take action. The fourth stage we'll be talking about is the school age, 6 to 12 years. 6 to 12 years is described as industry versus inferiority. Think of a child who works hard on a school project and they receive praises from their teacher. They feel capable and proud of their work. But the same stage, if they struggle and hear that, why are you not as good as so person? Or why are you not as smart as other kids? They may start feeling inferior and lose motivation because you've encouraged the child. The child will try harder, to be a better version of theirself. The fifth stage is adolescent, between the age of 12 to 18 years, called identity versus role confusion. Ever seen a teenager change their hairstyle one week and their fashion sense the next week? Keep changing their hairstyle, their clothes, their fashion sense is normal. That is called the identity exploration. They are trying to explore different things to identify who they are. For example, teens try different looks, different hobbies, activities, friends, group of friends, interests, just to discover who they are. If this set of people are given space to explore, they develop strong sense of self. But if they face too much pressure, like, why can't you just pick a career already? Why can't you just do this? Why can't you just, a lot of people trying to put things in their head and not even allowing the thing to make his or her decision on her own to discover herself. But you are not allowing her or allowing him to think. They may feel lost and become unsure of who they are. The next stage we'll be talking about is the young adulthood, which is between age 18 to 40. And this stage is usually described as intimacy versus isolation. This stage is all about romantic, friendship, deep connections, all of those things. You guys know what I'm saying. Deep connection, not only between couple, friendships, girlfriends and girlfriends, girlfriends and boyfriends, all of those things, and in between. A young adult who has learned to trust and develop a strong identity, more likely to form meaningful relationships. But if someone struggles with self-worth or past wound, they may avoid intimacy and feel isolated. Have you ever noticed how some people easily form deep bond and while others keep their distance? Have you? This particular stage plays a huge role in that middle adulthood, that's between age 40 to 65. This is generativity versus stagnation. Okay, let me tell you a story. Meet Sarah, a 45-year-old woman who spends her time mentoring young professionals, and she volunteers in her community. She feels fulfilled knowing that she's making difference. She's building up people. She's helping others with her knowledge and her experience. Now, imagine Mark, who feels stuck in a job he dislikes and he struggles in the job. And Mark wonders what he has really accomplished. So for middle adulthood is about giving back your knowledge, your experiences, whether through parenting, in the community, contributing and volunteering. Any way you can just contribute from your knowledge, from what you have. There's a common saying that you cannot give what you don't have. If people feel stagnant, they may experience midlife crisis. And the last stage we are going to be talking about is the late adulthood. That is 65 years and above. And this particular stage is described as integrity versus despair. Okay, let me give you a scenario. Picture two elderly people reflecting on their lives. The first one, James, he smiles at old albums, at his children, looking at his children, his grandchildren, even sometimes his great-grandchildren, all accomplished. He's just happy with life. He feels fulfilled. He's proud of his family. He's proud of the career he has built, or maybe the business he has built as an entrepreneur. And the other one, let's call him Robert. He sits alone, all alone, filled with regrets, thinking about missed opportunities and what he could have done better. At that stage, late adulthood is about looking back at your accomplishment, or either with fulfillment or regret. So those who feel they've lived meaningfully, they experience peace, while those who dwell on regrets may struggle emotionally. I don't want this video to be too long. I would like to ask you, so which stage do you relate to the most? Are you in the phase of finding yourself, building relationship, or creating legacy? Let me know in the comment section. So understanding the stages is one thing which you all know now, I believe. But how do we really navigate them? How do we navigate these stages. How do we build trust, gain confidence, or overcome self-doubt? In my next video, I'll be breaking down practical ways to manage each stage and grow through life's challenges. You don't want to miss it. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you will know when the next video drops. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.